Okay. Probably shouldn't have went live yet, but oh well. So today I figured I would do an e-liquid review of an e-liquid that I bought a while ago, and I keep forgetting about it. As the title would indicate, it's from Ahlusion. If you've never heard of Ahlusion, I don't know what to tell you. It's been around forever. Literally since I started vaping forever ago. They're from Michigan. Forget why I tried them to begin with. I think it had something to do with ECF. It was probably like wildly acclaimed on ECF, raved about, whatever. I will say back in the day, I used to love them. Trying these now, or when I bought them, my opinion may have changed. However, I will say that these are ones that do tend to need to sit for a while. So that's what I did. I let them sit for a while. Probably longer than intended, but they've been sitting. Let's see. Yeah, technically their best buy date is past because it says for 2018. However, if I recall correctly, their expected or expiration date is a little bit less than most people. Like most companies, if they have one or provide one, is a year, whereas Ahlusion is half of that, which is 6 months. So neither here nor there. I'm going to still try them anyway. I don't really go by expiration date in e-liquid simply because I just, if it tastes bad, then it's bad. Like, it's not going to get you sick, at least as far as I know, and my experience. It's not going to make you sick or anything. It's just not going to taste very good, or the nick will be harsh or whatever. Also, another thing to note is that when I used to buy them forever ago, I never bought them with nicotine because I started out vaping zero nicotine. So this go around, I did buy them with nic. I think I only did, or did I? Okay, I did get them zero nic, but I think I nicked them myself. I think that's what I did. So yeah, I think the reason I did that is because I didn't want the nicotine to mess with, because I don't know how their nick is. I would imagine it's good, but I don't want to chance it because I did buy several items from them and I didn't want to risk it. Anyway, the flavors I got are all flavors that I've had before because I just wanted to compare like what I feel now compared to how I felt then. If I still like them, whatever. I do think a couple of them leaked because they're almost empty. I had them in my little steep drawer and it was covered in something. It smelled good, but it was covered in something and it looks like that's what it was. There should be enough to test it still, but that just really sucks. I'm not a fan of these glass bottles, to be honest. I know a lot of people like glass because they don't leach on the stuff or whatever, but I just prefer plastic. It doesn't break, typically doesn't leak. I just have less issue with plastic, like the unicorn bottles specifically I like. But anyway, I've never tried Loran's natural pear, so I have no idea. Generally for Loran's, I in between 3 and 5%. Usually 3 because I'm on the lower end of things, but I don't have experience with that particular flavor. Anyway, so I got watermelon Jubilance, whatever, Jubilance. It's like a watermelon mixture of some sort. I think there's lime in it and something else. I don't honestly remember. We can look it up. Blueberry vanilla cake, which is the one, unfortunately, that leaked, which is probably like my favorite out of, well, I actually like all of these, but it was a really good flavor back in the day, so I'm kind of pissed off about that. I got Fijian Nights, which is a tropical blend. It's like coconut, pineapple, Might be alcohol in it. Again, we'll look it up. And then last one I got is Stardust, which is another one of my favorite ones. I think I over-nicked this one because I thought I didn't nick it, and then I nicked it again. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. But Stardust is a blueberry something. I don't think they really tell you. That's one thing about Ahlusion. They don't always tell you exactly what the flavor is supposed to be. They'll have like a picture, and then sometimes a very loose description, like flavor art description of what it's supposed to be. And I imagine it's for cloning purposes, so you don't try to clone it or whatever. But I will say that I've tried to clone like things like Stardust because it was probably my favorite flavor from them at the time, and I couldn't get close. Similar to Alice in Vapeland, they do a lot of their own extractions for flavors. I know they do it for the cherry. They use Michigan cherries for it. Their cherry is actually very good. And I think they do it for blueberry as well. But anytime that I've tried to replicate any of their juice, I never come anywhere close. So I think they're pretty safe on that, but they don't provide good description for whatever reason. Let's see. I don't know how long this one's going to be today. I'm hoping to do it shorter, but we'll see how it goes. I kind of just always do it for as long as I want to do it. Hopefully my fan, you can't hear it too much. Doesn't look like you can because I have my mic pointed away from it, but it's going right there. It's not like hot today, but I don't know. I just don't like stagnant air. I like airflow. And I have the door mostly closed because that stupid smoke detector goes off so easily. All right, so Watermelon Jubilance is right on the front page. I'm guessing because, yeah, it's a featured product, so I don't know if they switch them up or if it's like their bestseller. I don't know. But it is a perfect melange of ingredients, bursting with our fresh watermelon taste, a slight honey-flavored sweet side, and a hint of lime and mint. Not a candy watermelon flavor. So watermelon, like a natural watermelon, honey, lime, and mint. So yeah, kind of like a watermelon mojito, I guess, by the description of it anyway. Like I said, all of these I liked back in the day. We'll see if I still like them. What I do with my cotton. So I got a new desk, or an additional desk. I still have my old one. I'm going to scoot over for a second. And it's right beside my original desk. The plan was to have the new desk here and my old desk to the side. Problem is I wasn't paying, I guess, enough attention. But honestly, I think I just was sick of looking at desks because I was looking at them for a couple days. And I didn't get one that was, I guess, deep enough. I don't know if that's the term, but like from top to bottom, it's only 15 inches, which sounds like it's not that bad, but honestly, in reality, like you can literally fit a laptop on it, and that's about it. So it would be very confining to have it as like my actual setup or whatever. So I decided to just put it to the side because I wanted something to so I can have racks for my flavors, because I'm sick of people talking shit about my flavors being all unorganized, and quite frankly, I'm sick of it being unorganized. So it's been on my mind for a while. I just couldn't really think of anything practical. I couldn't think of a way to practically set it up. like a way that I needed it to be. I thought I saw the kitten. Maybe it was my hair. I don't know. Anyway, I'm thinking about it for a while, like shelves versus drawers versus another desk versus acrylic racks. Like, it's a lot of different options. Where the hell is my scissors? This is the problem with organizing, is it takes a while to get used to it. I have no idea where my little kid is. My little quill kid. I'll just use the one from my purse. I don't know where the hell. I think it's actually in that drawer I was looking in, just buried. Anyway. I don't remember what else I handed up. Sure, it wasn't that important. I was just talking about organization. So I have 2 acrylic nail polish racks set up. It only fits my Capella in one. Like, that takes up the whole thing. And then on the second one, it houses most of my flavor art. I have like little bottles. It won't fit all those. So I still have them separate. And then I put some flavors that I'm looking to mix up and get out of the way. Because if I don't like them, they're just taking up space and I want to get rid of them. But it's like the 1-drop flavor. Because I have like the whole line that they came out with. I'm tempted to just throw them away because I just have a feeling they're going to be shit. But I did pay for them. Not very much, thankfully. But I did pay for them. So I want to at least mix them up and see how terrible they are. Might be a funny video. I don't know. So that's what I have in the second rack. They house up to 72 bottles. I wanted to put my Flavora in there, but I would literally need the 2 racks just for Flavora, and I don't even know if it would fit all of them. So I have quite a few Flavora flavors. So, unfortunately, they're not going to be in the racks. Good thing is I was able to give them 2 drawers because they weren't fitting all in the 1 drawer anymore. So I have them separated, so it's a little bit more organized. That was the benefit of the racks, was even though not everything is in a rack, which definitely makes it easier to find stuff, at least having the racks gives me more room in the drawers so I can actually separate the drawers out a little bit better. Because there were some drawers that were sharing space with different brands. And preferably, I'd like everything to be separated by brand at least. But I don't know. I'm going to get 1 more nail polish rack, maybe 2. The problem is the desk can only handle 1 more. So I don't know if I bought a 4th one where the hell I'd put it. And quite frankly, there's not enough space to put like any other desk or anything over there. So I'm thinking it's just going to be 1 more rack. We'll see. Anyway. What are we going to try first? I think we're going to try the watermelon Jubilance first because that's the one that came up. And that's the one we have the description for. It just say that they use L-nicotine. I don't know what L-nicotine is. Y'all know? Let me know. I don't. Now, back when I was vaping these Ahlusion flavors, I was still on cartomizers and pro tanks, like the older, shittier equipment. So I'm kind of interested to see what they're like on proper equipment. Because I wasn't tripping back then, or if I was using really crappy stuff, because that's really all that was out. So we're talking like 6-7 years ago. Pricing on these is about average. They are maybe slightly on the pricier end nowadays, but it's $14 for a 30 mil and $26.60 for a 60. So yeah, it's kind of pricier. However, they do have sales. I definitely would get stuff on sale. That's what I did. Part of the reason because I've been wanting to do this for a while. I wanted a sale because just in case I don't like any of these, I don't want to waste all my money on something that's just going to sit around. But anyway, this is Watermelon Jubilance. So apparently L-nicotine has a different isomer than D-nicotine. L-nicotine is the more active form, and it's used in gum and patches. It can be derived from plants or synthetic. It's just odd. I've never seen it classified anywhere. Maybe I just never paid attention. I don't know. Hi, Max. Yeah, so this one I definitely put Nick in. Flavor is good, though. It's very light. I will say that my brain just went dead. Because you see, they've changed things up since I ordered for them. They used to have flavor profiles for people. So say you buy something and it has too much flavor or not enough flavor, you can actually contact them and they'll put it in your profile. So that way they know the next time you order something that you need extra flavor or this or that. I don't think they do that anymore. So, and unfortunately, I wanted to log into the account that I originally had because you do have a point system and I wanted to see if my profile was still active or whatever, but I either was inactive too long and they got rid of it, or I just don't remember the login. I think it was probably just deactivated. But yeah, I couldn't log into the original profile. But anyway, in general, I find Ahlusion's flavors to be on the lighter side, especially their fruits, which for me is good. Like, it's a good level for me. I also did dilute some of them slightly. Like, the watermelon is diluted slightly because of the nicotine. It's not really by much. I also got the 90 VG 10 PG, so it is like pretty much max VG, I would imagine, or pretty close to it. So that has bearing on it as well. Hi, Emily. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a light flavor, but it's good. It's clean. As you can see, it's pretty much clear. I mean, it is clear. Not pretty much, it's clear. And I've had this, God, I'd say at least 6 months because it's technically expired on their label. But again, their expiration are 6 months compared to the standard 1 year. So if it was going to oxidize, basically it would have by now. You can add sweetener. You can choose to add mint or menthol. I didn't do either because I'm not a big sweetener or menthol person. Plus, it already has the mint in it. That's one thing I did find confusing is it always has the mint or menthol option. But say for something like this particular flavor, it has mint in it, like inherently. So I was kind of confused, like if I didn't say I wanted mint, if it wouldn't put it in there at all. So I just kind of hoped that if I said no mint or menthol, it would just be like it's supposed to. So I don't know. But there is like a slight mint. It's like a natural mint though that you would find in a mojito. So it's essentially like a mojito, but more heavy on the watermelon opposed to the lime. And I don't necessarily get a soda flavor from it, but it's good. I would say for you guys, I would definitely opt for the 70/30 unless you have a PG sensitivity like I do. I didn't want to get the 70/30s just because I don't like to drip 70/30. So that's why I got the higher stuff. I did have to get 70/30 in Fijian Nights because it doesn't have the 90 option, or at least it didn't when I ordered from it. So yeah. And this little motherfucker down here, yeah, she was being a bitch to me like right before I started filming. Like she was actually sitting there. So I picked her up because I thought she wanted attention. And she just like started attacking me. Like she just does that every now and then. I don't know what it is, but she just started attacking me. So I had to spray her with the water bottle because she wouldn't stop. Like I tried to like leave and she just, I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. I see the kitten, I'll grab her, but I don't know where she is. She runs around so damn much. I never know where she is. She's crazy. Like I have windows behind here. They're very narrow, like the ledge or whatever. And she'll climb up behind there and then jump on me when I'm laying down. She's fucking crazy. And she likes to jump on my laptop. She's still doing that, so. I don't know, man. All right, so next. Yeah, I said they're pricey. But like I said, get them on sale. If you're going to try them, get them on sale. They do have sales. I did not pay full price for these. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do Fijian Nights last because it's the 70/31. That's basically like a pina colada type thing. I think I'm gonna do Blue Dust or Stardust next. This is the one, if I recall correctly, doesn't have a proper description. Why is it not coming up? Stop. What are you doing? Yeah, they've been around for a long time. Yeah, so the feature products change when you refresh it, so it must be just random because now there's different stuff up here. I'm trying to find Stardust, but searching like in the search field doesn't work. I don't know if they changed the name or what. I remember back in the day, because they used to do it, I think, pre-made. See, Stardust is right here. Why didn't it come up? Whatever. So, like, they'd be out of flavors and stuff. It was kind of annoying, but e-liquid used to be weird. Like, Ahlusion Vapeland was one in particular. They'd only do so many orders, and then they'd shut down. And then they'd randomly reopen again when they were caught up. Like, it was... They don't do that anymore, but it's just weird. Okay, so apparently, like they like the word melange or whatever, melange, because this is a perfect melange as well. With fruity ingredients, bursting with several fresh fruit flavors, with our natural blueberries as the top note and a very light mint follower. No one flavor is overpowering, yet every flavor is very distinct. So basically, it just tells you there's blueberry in it, some other fruit, and a light mint. So again, not very descriptive as far as exactly what's in it. I don't know. But like back in the day, before I used to DIY, or I think it was when I was just starting, there wasn't very many places I liked anything from because I'm so picky. That's like the reason I started doing this, because I didn't like anything. And I'm not going to spend so much money on crap that I don't even like. So I'd rather spend money on flavors, and then that way if I don't like them, I'm not wasting as much money. And I can at least control, you know, what's in it and all that good stuff. So Ahlusion was one of the few I liked. And I like that they're clean. They're not like as you can see from the other ones, they don't oxidize. They're just like very clean flavor. They don't over sweeten. Like, yeah, some of them are sweet, but they don't overpower it. They don't bog it down. And they also give the option, like if you want the extra sweetness, you can get it. But if you don't, then you just don't. I appreciate it, Max. I hope you liked it. Like, everyone that I've had try it has liked it. So I'm pretty proud of that. Well, I'm very proud of that recipe. It's one of the really great ones I have. One of the very few, I would say. I did mix out a bunch up for Mix and Vixens, though. I haven't tried any of them yet. But I will say, mixing now, I haven't really mixed a whole lot since I have the new setup, but it is easier. It's better. There's more space. I don't feel as cramped. And like the desk that I'm working on is actually very clean, which is nice. All right, so the next one is Stardust. It's 90 VG, 10 PG. I did add Nick to it. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. I think I only added like 1.5 though. The labeling is okay. Like, it's not like childish or anything like that, so that's good. It stays on pretty well. Like I said, these have been sitting, and then this one leaked completely. And the labels are still intact, but they're really basic, but they're nice because they're not cartoonish or childish. They just kind of look like aromatherapy labeling or whatever. And they have your warnings on it, some of the ingredients, which are pretty standard across the board. Yeah. I'm not a bakery person, so yeah, I'm not a bakery person either. It's not really a bakery, it's more of a dessert, but even then I'm not really a dessert person either as far as vaping, but I really like it because it's a light dessert. It's not heavy or too rich. All right, this is definitely when I overnicked. The flavor is good though. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's the one where I didn't think I nicked it and I did. So it's like twice as strong. It's just a shame because the flavor on it's really good, but it's just too much. I might try it in a tank to see if I can tolerate it in there, but I've been actually backing off on my nicotine because I'm in school for phlebotomy, which is drawing blood, and the major hospital in the area tests for nicotine. So in the event that, which I probably am going to apply there if I apply anywhere for that job, I'll need to be off nicotine because they do screen for it. And it sucks because what they're really trying to screen for is smokers, but there's really not much of a discernment, I don't even know if that's a word, between smokers and vapors when it comes to nicotine. But I don't know. The flavor is good. It's just a nice blueberry. It's a nice clean blueberry. And it has like a sugary note to it, but it's not, I don't know, it's hard to describe because most sweetener in e-liquid just tastes like super sweet and not really like real sugar. Like, it's, I guess, the difference between like an artificial sugar and a natural sugar. And that definitely tastes more like a natural, and it's not overpowering the way a lot of sweetener is. But it just tastes like a sugared blueberry with some other stuff going on. I can't really tell what it is. Somebody said pineapple, maybe. I don't know. Again, I tried to clone it, but never got anywhere close to it. No, you're not allowed to be on patches either. Like, you can't have nicotine in your body at all. So the patch wouldn't work either. The problem with it being in a pod is it's such a high VG content, it wouldn't work in a pod. So can't do that. And by the time I would get it, because it's a 90 VG, 10 PG, by the time I would water it down to a 50/50, it'd probably have like no flavor at all. So that won't work. Yeah, I know. But I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing as far as the whole phlebotomy goes. You trying to be nice now? She's all rubbing against my chair. Yeah, Cleveland Clinic is weird when it comes to that. I mean, I kind of get it as far as the smoking. Like, you don't want someone that's supposed to be promoting health, or not even promoting health, but however you want to put it. Like, you're in a healthcare field and you're smoking, that's not really a good look. Plus, they want to, like, limit their impact on their health insurance and all that good crap. But it just kind of sucks as far as, like, people that are trying to quit and they're on a patch or they're on gum or they're vaping and, you know, they're trying to be healthier, but they can't work there because they do blood tests for nicotine. But I don't know. I could always apply somewhere else, but the thing is, I already know someone that's going to be working in the Cleveland Clinic, and I know that they're hiring. And supposedly they'll hire people with little to no experience to start. So that would be something that I would need because I don't really have experience. So I don't know. I still don't even know if it's something I'm going to go into. I'm not really sure. But on that same token, or on that note, we did have our, this one is a little bit dark. But again, it did leak everywhere, so apparently it was exposed to air, which is probably why. So I don't know how good this is going to be, but typically it's very good. This is the blueberry vanilla cake. But it also is a bakery, so if any of them were going to be a little darker, it would be more than likely something like this. I don't really smell it that much, so I don't even know. I'm salty about that. There's like literally nothing left because it leaked everywhere. I imagine the vegetables would not be coming up in a Nick screaming. Yeah, I can't really taste much of anything. You get like a faint butteriness, like a cake. It was definitely compromised because it, I don't know. And the thing is like when I checked the bottles, like none of them were like clearly opened. So I don't know what the hell happened. But it's definitely the one that leaked everywhere. That sucks. Anyway, in general, the blueberry vanilla cake is very good, but Yeah. I don't eat eggplant very often. And I've never had a green tomato. It's not that I don't like eggplant, it's just not something I eat. Oh, speaking of that, though. So, me and my friend who was taking the class with me, we went out for lunch to kind of celebrate or whatever. And we went to a steakhouse because most steakhouses will have a couple of like seafood items as well. Like I know Outback does, Longhorn does. So I expected this place to have like some options for me because I typically don't eat meat, just seafood if anything. But they literally had one item and I didn't want it. So I've been really craving steak for like months now. And I've been like teetering, like, should I? Because it's literally been like a year and a half since I've had steak. So I had steak for the first time in forever yesterday. It's not going to be an all the time thing or whatever, but I wanted to have it and I did. It's odd. It was good, but it was a little overcooked for my liking. I should have got it rarer. But that's another thing about steakhouses is like one medium rare is like more rare than other people's medium rare. So I was like, whatever. But like when you don't eat meat for like ever, it's just like such a weird texture. I don't know. But that happened. It was good. It would have been better if it was the way I actually like to cook, but I didn't really feel like waiting. Plus, I figured since I haven't had, because like red meat is like, I think the most difficult to digest. So I figured maybe if it was more rare, it'd be harder to digest. I don't really know if that's true, but I didn't get it redone because I probably got it the way it was supposed to be, so I didn't want to like send it back or whatever. But it would have been better if it was actually the way I wanted it to be cooked. Poppy seed flavoring. I don't know what poppy seed tastes like inherently. Like I've only had lemon poppy seed, and there you mainly get the lemon note, which lemon poppy seed is delicious, but for some reason I can't find it anywhere. Like I've been wanting to make like muffins or something. They don't sell it anywhere. All right, so this last one is Fijian Nights. A unique and complex blend of coconut, banana, pineapple, sugarcane, vanilla, and spices with a fine mint follower. Why do all of these have mint? I will say their mint is nice though. It's a natural mint. It's not like mouthwash or anything like that. Thought I heard the kitten. Oh, and that's another thing too. I know I'm all over the place today, more so than usual. I renamed my kitten because Locket, I don't know. It's cute, but it felt odd calling her that. It just was weird. And then I watched Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom the other day. And not a spoiler or anything, but like if you've ever seen the Jurassic World, there's a raptor in it. Her name is Blue. And I don't know. I really like that. It's like my favorite character in the movies because I love raptors. I think they're awesome. So yeah, that's her new name. Her new name is Blue, BLU, no E. And another reason why I like that name is because number 2, if you look at her, she's like a gray color, but it almost borders like a blue gray. And number 3, my first ever stuffed animal was a blue rainbow sprite, which I don't know if you could see it over there. Let me see if it's in camera. It's not. But I have this little blue rainbow sprite. It's actually like kind of like a I was gonna say a clone, but it was a replacement for the original one I had, which was really beat up and it got thrown away. But anyway, my first ever stuffed animal was a blue rainbow Sprite. So it just kind of fit, I guess. Plus, she actually responds to it. With Locket, she didn't respond to it at all. For whatever reason, Blue, she does. So that's her new name. Locket can be her middle name, but I just wasn't feeling it, like calling like Locket, Locket. Like, I don't know. I just felt odd. See you later, Emily. But yeah, poppy seed, lemon poppy seed is really good. This one. Now, mind you, this was the one I had to water down a little because it is a 70-30. So I did add a little bit of VG to it. I think I bumped it up to 80. So like that's what I like to drip is 80-20, 80 VG, 20 PG. I can tank a 70-30, but dripping wise, I don't really like to. So it is a little less flavor because I diluted it. No, sponsored by Blue Buffalo, which ironically is the food that I feed them. They gave me a bag of food, just supposed to be like PetSmart's, whatever. Their version of, or a similar version of Blue Buffalo, but like their brand. And the kitten doesn't like it. She keeps eating Momo's food, which is annoying because now I'm going through Momo's food twice as much. But it's like I still need to feed her kitten food because the kitten food has more like fats and stuff in it that she needs to grow. But then if I leave that out, then Momo eats it. So it's like they both want each other's food. It's like, no. Eat your own food. But whatever. Yeah, so it's definitely less flavorful than it probably should be. But like, I get coconut, a little banana. As far as spices, I couldn't really tell you what they are. But it basically just tastes like a pina colada with banana in it. That's really what it is. It's good, but probably would have been better if I didn't dilute it or something. I don't know. Yeah, so of the flavors, mind you, I had to mess with most of them to some degree to add Nick or whatever. And then the one just completely emptied out in my drawer, which I'm not happy about. Yeah, I don't know Kenny B. I don't know. But I will say, I don't know if I think it's just the equipment has changed. And then I've been DIYing a lot longer as well. They're not as good as I remember them, like in my mind. Like, yeah, they're still good. I would probably repurchase. I would definitely repurchase Stardust and not mess with it. I probably just, if I'm gonna get Nick, probably just go with theirs. But I think the problem with theirs is they start at 3. Yeah, and that's another thing too. I like to vape 1.5. They don't have that option, so it's either 0 or 3. So I guess I'd be more careful not to re-nick it because that's the problem. I double nicked it, so I think it's like a 6 when I was trying to get a 3 or whatever the case may be. I think it was like a 2. I was doing 2 and I did 4, which is still low, but when you're dripping and you are used to dripping like 1.5 or 2, 4 is kind of a lot. But yeah, I would definitely repurchase Stardust because it's very unique. And that's probably it. Maybe the vanilla blueberry cake, but I can't really say because my sample was tainted because it opened up somehow, which is annoying. Fijian Nights I wouldn't do. Watermelon Jubilance is really good, but I think I could make my own version pretty easily, so I wouldn't. I don't know. I have other e-liquids we could try because I have a little bit more time. If y'all are interested. Because I bought a whole bunch of commercial juice a while back. Never got around to mixing it, or vaping it rather. So we can do that. I have vaped some of them. I think I actually vaped all of them at some point, but we can see if they've changed or whatever. I wasn't thrilled with really any of them. I'll tell you that. Which is why I don't buy commercial juice very often. Because even if I hate my stuff or don't like it or whatever, I'm not really out that much money. But then you buy this stuff, and it's ridiculous. So I will say that I did buy them from a cheaper place. It's called EV Cigarettes or something like that. If you do buy commercial juice, it's a good place to get stuff if like they have it there. They have like a pretty good variety. It's where I got my Philip Rock from. I have the creme de la creme and the creme de la creme, or the honey cream. I have that. They sell Lazarus Spinach there. They sell, or at least last I checked, they sold these things. They had Ruby Ruse line, like the first one. I think she has come out with more flavors. I don't know if they have those, but I would definitely check them out. I thought they were I was kind of weary about them because I never really heard of them before. I was worried that it wouldn't be like authentic, like maybe they were cloning them because they were so cheap compared to everyone else. But I got my Lazarus Spinach there, which I've had like for sure Lazarus Spinach stuff before, and comparing them, they taste the same. So I think they are legitimate. But it definitely pays to buy a bunch at once, because I think it's like $75 you get free shipping, and otherwise you're paying like I think close to $10 for shipping. So it might be worth it if you want a lot of stuff to, you know, kind of get it all at once. Or you could buy it as gifts. Like I bought my dad a Lazarus Spinach. I think it was Journey. I got him Journey from there, and then the other one that I can't remember the name of. It's similar to Journey, but not the different name. I can't think of it. Anyway, hello, Jonathan. So this next one is Beantown Vapor, the Mr. O Cookie Face. This one got good reviews from several people that I kind of trust as far as, you know, their taste in e-liquid. One was Convicted Vapes. They like this one a lot. But the problem with them, or their taste, or whatever, however you want to put it, is they vape a lot hotter than I do. A lot hotter than I do. And that will alter the way things taste. So the couple of times that I haven't really, like, I haven't liked something that they have, I think that has a lot to do with it, as well as the fact that I'm not a big vape bakery person. But I needed the $75 minimum because I wanted the free shipping. And this was pretty cheap on there, so I figured I'd grab it and see if it was decent. So I got this, and this is another one that they really liked, was the Philip Rock the gum. Absolutely hated this the first time I tried it. We'll try it again, but I absolutely hated it. I will turn up my wattage slightly. Now, again, or not again, but keep in mind, just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you won't. I'm very picky. Okay, this one definitely tastes better than the last time I tried it. It could have to do with me turning up the wattage. I don't know. Now this one is 3 milligram of nic, so I can't vape this like too much because I'm used to, like I said, I've been backing down nic. I'm usually between a 1 and a 1.5 these days. So I'm already starting to get a little buzzed. Yeah, but it definitely seems to get better as you increase the temperature. You get more of the cookie notes, as opposed to when you're lower, like there's an off taste to it. I'm going to turn it back low like I would normally. But I'm getting like a cookie and then like a strawberry. I think it's like 2 of their flavors put together. I think it was a collab between something. I don't know. I could be confusing it for something else. I don't know. I know it's supposed to be a cookie, obviously, because it says it in the name. Mr. O. So it's a collaboration between G2 Vapor and Beantown. It is described as somewhere between washing a butterscotch cookie down with a strawberry milkshake and pixie sprinkling fairy dust on your taste buds. So the primary flavors are strawberry cream, cookie, and butter caramel. So it's pretty accurate. The butterscotch is more of a dark butterscotch, more towards like a caramel than like a bright butterscotch that you would get in like those cheap old people candy. The lower wattage, it's okay, but it definitely, I think, is better at the higher. Yeah, I tried to clone Creme de la Creme too, and the problem is they use real coffee in their extract, which is kind of debatable, like how good that is. Like a lot of people say that's not good, but I guess if you do it the correct way, which who knows if they're doing that, I don't know. It limits how harmful it is, because the problem is coffee beans have oils in them that you should not be vaping. It can cause that specific type of pneumonia. I forget what it's called, but it's like basically like liquid lung or whatever. Lipid pneumonia, I think it's called. I don't know. But anyway, it's not good to vape oils. So depending on how they're doing it, I don't know. They could be doing it the right way. But I will say it tastes freaking amazing. So the problem with the cloning of it is most coffee flavorings, in my opinion, are disgusting. They just don't taste very good, or sometimes not even like coffee at all. So that was the issue I ran into cloning it, or coming up with anything even remotely similar, is the coffee note was always just blah. As far as the oak barrel steeping thing, I couldn't really care less about that. I just like the fact that it tasted bomb. And I will say with theirs, because the first time I ever tried it, it was actually given to me because the person that had it either didn't like it or we were doing a swap and he just could part with it. I don't really know. But it had been steeping for a long time. And I will say that the Philip Rock coffees that I've tried definitely benefit from sitting for a while. All right, I need a break because, like I said, that 3 milligram making me a little loopy. So yeah, I guess it is called lipid pneumonia. But yeah, a lot of people back in the day were doing their own coffee extracts. I even tried it once, did not turn out well, so I never did it anymore. This is before anybody really knew what it could really do. But yeah, it's just not a good thing to do. Like if you're like a DIYer, I wouldn't recommend trying to do it yourself. But I will say that people that do it, like the better way is if you have to use a specific type of coffee bean that doesn't have a lot of oil in it. So that way when you're breaking it down, you're not getting the oils, and then you have to filter it, and it's a process. But I will say Philip Rock's is good, the coffee. I don't know how I felt about the honey cream. We'll have to try it again because I only tried it like right after I got it, so it didn't have that time to sit. But again, I need a break because that one is 3 milligram as well, so that needs to chill. This one is 0 milligram though, so we might be able to do this one. I'm going to use a different atomizer though because I've been vaping bakery out of the other one. What are we going to use? I don't know where my other icon is. I don't know where it is. I'm so out of it right now. Guess we can try the Goon. The Goon might be good for the gum. Yeah, creme de la creme. Like all these premium e-liquids are not going to be cheap. But if you get it at EV cigarettes, it's cheaper. But if you go somewhere like Giant Vapes, which their pricing is general, like it's not any cheaper or more, it's just kind of like baseline, it's going to be more expensive. EV. And I'll put the link over there. I'll try to remember to put it in the description. This is where I would recommend getting premium juice if they have it there. They do have a pretty good selection of stuff. But this is the cheapest I've seen these premium e-liquids at. Hopefully they still have it. Let's see. E-juice. And this is not sponsored by them. It's just where I happen to get these things from. I've never done a sponsored video by brand. They have a lot of ones I've never heard of, but they have Air Factory, Animal, Beard Vape Company, Chubby Bubble Vapes. They make the bubblegum flavored ones. They have Casadaga, which makes the really great cannoli. Cosmic Fog, Ethos, Five Pawns, Flawless Vapes, G2 Vapor, which is what we had, Glass, Halo, Jam Monster, Jazzy Boba, Lanco or Lane Cove, the one by Ruby Roo, Lazarus Vintage, blah, blah, blah. They have a lot of stuff. Philip Rock. So, the Philip Rock Creme de la Creme on their website is $9. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's for the 30 ml bottle, I think. Yeah, it's for the 30 ml. The 60 ml is $27.99. But if you wanted to try out the flavor, which I think it's out of stock right now. Yeah, it is out of stock, but it's a good place to get it from because it's significantly cheaper than other places. And I've had it from multiple vendors and it tastes the same. So I don't think it's like a clone or anything like that. They also have the honey cream for $21.99. But I think that one's a 60 ml. I don't think you can get it smaller than that. Yeah, it just comes in 60 ml. So $21.99 for a 60 ml of Philip Rock is a really good price. I think it is anyway. It all depends on your budget and what you want to spend money on. But like I said, if you're going to spend money on premium e-liquid, this is the place I would get it from. And like Lazarus Vintage, one of my favorite, if not my favorite, commercial e-juices. At least their first line. The lines that came after, not as great, in my opinion. But for some reason they're not as on. Well, I think they, yeah. So Lazarus Vintage, they only sell in 60 ml bottles now. Back when they sold 30 ml, it was a little bit cheaper. But Lazarus Vintage is really good. I get my dad the Journey and Trinity Reserve. That's the other one he really likes. That one is $15.99 for the 30 ml. So for Lazarus Vintage, it's a good price. And they have sales a lot too. So that's something to be mindful of. But yeah, enough about them. Just some food for thought. Like, you can get premium juice cheaper. Yeah, see, so for you, Rob, that price was significantly better than $9. So, but again, they're out of stock, so it doesn't much matter right now. But something to think about if you ever wanted to try that flavor. That's where I would look. Anyway, I think I had enough of a break. We're going to try this bubblegum, then we're going to try the honey cream, and I think we're going to call it a day. I've been meaning to do these e-juice reviews for a while, so I don't know. And I didn't really feel like mixing anything new today. Because with the Mixin' Vixens, I went on a mixing frenzy. And I just don't feel like mixing anything else. I did get a bunch of new flavors fairly recently, but I think I already told you about those. So at some point I do want to mix those. And At another point, I do want to mix the 1-drop flavors, again, just to see if they're anything good. And if not, I'm going to throw them away. I have mixed the watermelon, and that was terrible. So, but I didn't like the super concentrated watermelon either, I don't think. So, I don't know. I just don't have much. I don't have very high expectations. What is up with this lid? Okay, this top is... This is why I don't like the dropper bottles. They do this. Like, they get stuck on here. And now the little dropper is stuck. Like, it's all coming apart. I'm guessing it's because of the heat. Because, I mean, it does get kind of hot up here. I will say it's pretty clear. So I guess that's good. I mean, there's no nick in it. So it really shouldn't be dark, but... It's just some things that I note when I'm trying commercial stuff, is if it's dark or not. Because usually when it's dark, it's usually inferior product or overly sweetened. Things of that nature. I will say I have not liked many gum flavors that I've tried, whether it be completed e-juice or flavorings. They just tend to be weird. And the first time I tried this, I did not like it at all. So we'll see if that has changed. But I don't think I've seen one person give a bad review on it. Everyone else raves about how great it is. So I don't know. I would say it's definitely more me than the e-juice if I still don't like it, but I'm going to tell you what I think of it. Anyway, this is on the Goon. The original Goon. The only legit Goon I have. Turning the wattage down. Okay, so far I can see or tell you it's gotten better. Do you think I nicked it though? I'm getting a little bit of a kick. And I also did add, I think, VG to it because it was a little thin and the flavor was a little too strong for me. It's okay. It's still not great, like, to me. I'm going to try turning the wattage up more to see if maybe that helps. But as we were kind of discussing, I think last week, I really think the higher wattage you vape, the more flavoring you need. So maybe that's why all these flavors just taste so strong to me, is because I do vape pretty low wattage compared to most people these days, especially. So yeah, turning the wattage up, it's already like less in your face. I don't really get gum though. Like, it tastes more like a Pez to me. Like the cross between a lemon Pez and maybe the red Pez or the pink Pez. Or maybe it's just pink Pez. I don't get gum though. We'll see. It's better at higher wattage. It's another one that's definitely better. And I have the air open since it is higher. Still not like thrilled with it, but at least it's not disgusting like it was the first time I tried it. Like if I had to vape it, I could. It's not what I would choose to vape, but it's not bad. Well, I'll tell you what, Candy Roll by Flavora is much better. Much better. But it's not bad. It's still slightly medicinal. That's what I was really getting the first time I tried it. Very medicinal, which is weird because it shouldn't be. But it's still not what I would consider to, like, to me it's overhyped. But again, that's like 90% of commercial juice to me. Not bad though. All right. So that's Philip Rock the gum. It's okay. And it makes me feel better because I didn't pay full price for it. That was another one I got from EV e-cigarettes or whatever. It was only like, I think, $6. So I think it's worth $6. Not worth like the 20 or whatever it is normally, in my opinion. But that's most e-liquids. And like I said, I did dilute it. I definitely would have to dilute it. Like full strength, no way. Yeah, it was $6, normally $20. They also had the home slice, which is, I guess, a lemon meringue pie by Philip Rock, and the signature strawberry shortcake ice cream bar. I was tempted to get that one. I don't remember why I didn't, but I didn't. So far, the Philip Rocks I really like are the creme de la creme, like the coffee ones. Those are on point. I really like those a lot. His other ones that I've tried, not as much. Not for the way I vape anyway. Maybe in a tank. I'll try it in a tank at some point. Maybe then, like, the over flavoring that I'm getting will be subdued a little bit. But yeah. I just think it's so weird, like, and maybe it's just like a matter of flavoring percentage, but these days when I mix, pretty much all of them are shake and vape. Like, I don't really steep much anymore. Like, if anything, I might sit for a week or two just because I haven't gotten around to trying it. But as far as intentionally steeping something, I don't do that anymore. And a lot of them are pretty much, you know what they're like right away, especially with fruits. But then when you buy them, like, commercially, they almost always have to sit for a minute. It's just weird. I wonder why that is. Do you find that the discounted major brands are old stock? I mean, like I said, when I bought the Grand Reserve, the creme de la creme from Philip Rock, when I bought Lazarus Vintage, they tasted fine. They tasted just like they would from anywhere else that I purchased from. So I would say no. I mean, if you keep something sealed and stored properly, it shouldn't really expire that quickly. But I don't know. I think they're worth checking out. Like, you don't have to go crazy, like, spending a bunch of crap. Like, but if you are interested in a couple brands and they're cheap, I don't see a issue picking a few up just to see what you think of them. But sometimes you don't feel like DIYing. Like, sometimes you're just super lazy and just want something or need something right away. And having, like, stuff like this on hand is nice because they're already ready. Or you could always give them to people. I've given away a lot of e-juice to people I know, whether it be at work or my stepmom or dad. But the thing is, like, they don't like some of the stuff I get, so sometimes I'm stuck with it. But I don't know. I'm just giving you more perspective. I have these on hand. I figured I'd try them for you on camera. Just something different, something new. Because I feel like most of the time these days I'm pretty much just single flavor testing, which is fine. But every now and then I want to change it up a little bit. Plus it gives you perspective on how much better DIY is compared to e-liquid that. And that's another thing too. Like, even if you try these in store, for some reason, they taste different in store than when you bring them home. So even if you're blown away when you try them, I don't know. Like, my experience, it's happened quite a few times, almost every time, to be honest. And even like, that was another thing too. I forgot I had all of these. Which actually, I'm going to mute for a second because I think this rolling chair is going to be loud. Mute. So I bought all these, or were given these. Some I bought, some I got for free. In Detroit, they tasted amazing on the test equipment. Then you get them home, and it's like, is this the same thing that I tried when I was there? Like, it's so weird. I haven't tried this one, so I can't say for sure. And I also was vaping them on tanks, which I think is a big factor there. But I got this in Detroit, which I think I already showed you guys all that, so I'm not going to go too much in depth about it. But like these in particular, these Milo, this is a cantaloupe milkshake or whatever. This tasted so good on their testers. I drip it and it's like not as great. Vacation milk of the poppy. And it could just be that they are better in tanks. I don't know. And then the other one I got from them, which is a watermelon something. Both of these tasted really great there. Or maybe they just needed to steep. I don't know. But it's so weird, like how some things just need to steep and then I don't know. It's weird to me. Artisan salt. That's funny. I don't know. This tasted really good when I was there, but I don't know. I'm just not a big tank person. So I think I mentioned it before. Next time I do a vape meet, which is usually every year for Detroit, I'm just going to do only drippers. Like my own dripper, so I'm not using their test equipment because every year I get sick too. That's another thing. I always get sick. And it could have nothing to do with the textures. It could just be because I'm around people and I'm also around cigarette smoke when I'm at my grandparents' house. I don't know, but I'm going to try it, see if it makes a difference in me getting sick or whatever. And also if it makes a difference, like me testing it there versus taking it home and it being completely different. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so Leilani, she agrees. Have you tried it in a tank, Leilani? I did buy a tank I haven't even used yet, so I can actually put it in there. I have heard that it leaks though. I got the Limitless, I think it's what it's called. I got it for a really good deal. So if it sucks, I'm not that mad about it. But all right, so she only dripped it. I don't know, maybe that's the difference. I'll tell you what, like I swear because like when I go to a vape shop, a lot of times I'll use a dripper and it still will taste different. Dripped at the store and then dripped at home. And I thought, no, maybe it just needs to sit. And I'll literally let them sit for like 6 months and they still taste like shit. Like, I don't know what it is. The Limitless Plus. I think it's just the Limitless. It got e-juice on it because it was in the drawer with that fucking thing that leaked everywhere. But I'm pretty sure it's just the original Limitless. That's probably why it was so cheap. But I don't plan on taking it out and about, really. So we'll see. I don't know. Not big on tanks to begin with. see how it is. If it sucks, then it sucks. I mean, what can you do about it? It'll just be in the drawer along with everything else that I don't use. All right. We want to do this creme de la creme, and I think we're going to call it a day, at least for now. Mix and Vixens, as far as I know, is supposed to be on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We're going to be going over the red drink. It can be interpreted as whatever. In the picture, there's like watermelon, lemon, and strawberry. But again, it's whatever we interpret it as, so it can be whatever. Yeah, the only thing I heard about the Limitless is that it leaks. But I guess we'll find out. So this is the Philip Rock honey cream. It's basically the creme de la creme with honey. It's supposed to be real honey that's added here, like a Manuka honey or some shit like that. I don't know. When I tried it, I did like it. It was a little harsh, but again, I get that from creme de la creme when it hasn't sat for a while. So I think it's just the way that it is. If you've never had creme de la creme, it's basically like a hazelnut coffee, which is one of my favorite flavors in real life to vape as far as coffee is concerned. Yeah, so it's definitely mellowed out a bit. When I first tried it, I still preferred the creme de la creme, the original. I think I still feel the same though. I don't really have pockets, so pockets aren't really an issue. Like even in my purse, when I have my mod in there, it's always in the side pocket, so it's upright. I'm going to turn the wattage up to see if it makes a difference. So far, I still prefer the original. Yeah, higher wattage, it is better. It's a little less of a weird off note. I'm going to open the air up a little bit. No, I've had a couple of RDTAs. My favorite one that I've tried so far is, I think the Aromamizer is considered our RDTA. If it is, that would be my favorite one. I haven't tried a whole lot though. It's okay. Not blown away by it, to be honest. I think the original creme de la creme is better, but it's not bad. I think the honey might be giving the coffee note a weird, I don't know. I'll shake it. You can see it's a little bit, got a little color to it, but it's got coffee in it, so kind of to be expected. Most coffee flavorings, especially if they're naturally extracted, are going to have color to it because coffee is dark. But for it being what it is, it's still not bad. Like some of those other, like the cookie and the cantaloupe milkshake are more dark than this is. It's pretty sad because those are fruits. Yeah. I don't think I dig the honey note in it, really. It's not bad, but it's just... I think the original is better. As far as the flavor itself, you get like a little bit of a coffee. Mainly I get honey. That's the thing that stands out the most to me for whatever reason. Secondary would probably be a cream of some sort, like a darker cream with like a hint of coffee. Like the coffee to me is not as prominent as it is in the creme de la creme. It's not bad. I would say if you like honey, you'd really like it. And I like honey. I don't necessarily like vaping it though. But it's definitely like a darker honey. It's not like a bright. I think I prefer a bright honey opposed to like a darker one. All right. You guys have any questions? I'm going to hang around for a few more minutes and then I'm going to leave. Because I don't really have anything else to go over at the moment. And I'm getting a little nicked out because that was 3 milligram, which is about triple what I'm used to these days. But if you want a good coffee flavoring, the DIY, my favorites have been the Pure Lum caramel coffee with sweet cream. That one's really good. It tastes like a caramel frappuccino. The kitten is good. I don't know where she is. I can see if I can try to find her real quick. I'm sure more than a few probably want to. Her name is actually Blue now. Locket just wasn't really sticking very well. I'll be right back. I'm going to try to find her. She actually came when I called her Blue. She does not come when I call her Locket, do you? And here's the baby. I think she was taking a nap. She's doing good. Raising hell. You can. I don't know if you can see it on this. It's like the color in here is not really true. She almost has a blue hue to her gray. Like a blue gray color. I just think it's cuter and it fits her more. Look at how cute. So yeah, she's doing good. Raising hell. But I'm doing good, huh? Yeah. A little sleepy. She's still a little furball. It was actually Momo's birthday yesterday. Wasn't it? It's like, okay, I'm done. She doesn't like being held all that much. Like, she's very hyper. Aren't you? And she's very chatty. But she definitely just had a nap because she's a little out of it. Yeah, she is very furry. So far she doesn't shed all that much though. But that could change, who knows. Momo and Blue are getting around. They're getting along a little better. They're still not like BFFs, but they'll play a little bit. Not as much as I would like, but it is what it is. Like, she's a lot. She's a lot of personality. Yeah, Blue is the new name, BLU. If you missed it earlier, it was inspired when I saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It's the name of one of the raptors. And I just thought it'd be a really cute name for her because, again, she has the blue hue to her. And Blue was the name of my first stuffed animal. So, plus she responds to it, where she was not responding to Locket. Because they actually named her Bella at the shelter or whatever. And I don't want Bella. Like, I feel like Bella became really popular because of Twilight, and it's too generic of a name. So I wanted to change it like ASAP. And I changed it to Locket because she was playing with a lock when I first got her. And it's a cute name. It's odd to call her, and she doesn't respond to it at all. Blue, she actually does respond to. I don't know if it's because it's more similar to Bella. I don't know. But it just seems to fit better. So her name is Blue, and her middle name will be Locket, Blue Locket. It's still like a weird name, but I like having weird names. I don't want it to be like a generic ass name. Anyway, any other questions? Yeah, the ear clipping thing was sad to find out about. Like, that's why her ear's like that. But she doesn't seem bothered by it. It's just kind of messed up that they do that. But yeah, I think once she mellows out a little bit, Momo and her would get along better. I think it's just she's too much right now for Momo. I think if they would have known each other when Momo was younger, maybe it'd be different. I don't really know. Momo's never been super hyper, though. Like, even when she was a kitten, she would play, but she's not nearly as rambunctious as this one is. I mean, she's a Maine Coon cat, and if you've never heard of them, they're, I guess, like the original feral cat or something. I don't know, but they're very wild-based. They have a lot of wild blood in them, and she was a feral cat, technically. So, there's that. I mean, if you guys want me to talk a little bit more, I can talk to you while I'm testing these flavors out. I won't tell you about them because they're the ones that are in production for future things. I can chat with you guys more if you still want to chat with me, because I got to test these things anyway. But yeah, I definitely want to try Candy Wizard. Wayne made it sound very good. I if it's anything like what he was describing, it would be very good to me. So yeah. I have flavor art boiled potato and it scares me. It does not smell good at all. Leilani's giving away secrets over there. It's some of those, yes. A couple of them are actually for today's episode that I haven't even tried yet. Like, I've been trying to do this red punch thing. Like, I've literally probably mixed 20 different versions, trying to figure out which one I like the best. There's only been a couple that I was really thrilled with. And then when I tried to improve upon it, it actually made it worse. So I don't know. I'm hoping this one that I haven't tried yet is really good. Guess we're about to find out. I wasn't talking about that, Leilani. I'll DM you later. Where'd my scissors go? Pretty sad when even when I clean up everything, I still misplace shit. Where the hell did it go? I just had them. Did I drop them? I don't know. Oh boy. I slept pretty crappy last night. Could not get to sleep for anything. I think it was because I had so much caffeine yesterday. So the coil kit was where I thought it was. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Hi, are you gonna behave now? You wanna say hi? You attacked me again, over bitch. And here's the momos. Wanna say hi to your people? Yeah. You have a good nap? Hmm? From what Wayne was describing, no. Yes, Momo is very pretty. Aren't you? Yeah. A bit of a bitch, though. Alright. I said happy Momo, or happy birthday. I gave her an extra thing of wet food yesterday for her birthday. She's passed out on the floor. I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember what candy he said Candy Wizard was like. What did he say it was like? Anybody else watch Wayne's show? My memory sucks. God. Discord is just going crazy. I'm gonna have to get out of here. It's distracting me. I do not need any distractions. All I hear is bloop, 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 bloop. I'll turn the wattage down. Anyway, I slept like crap yesterday. I could not get to sleep for anything, even though I was up pretty early. I was up like 7 a.m., which is early for me. I was drinking caffeine throughout the day because I wanted to stay awake. Because a lot of times with school, I end up napping afterwards, and then I'm up until like 6 in the morning, which isn't good. Pretty good. And then my stomach was like, I don't know, last several days my stomach's been screwed up. And then me eating steak last night probably didn't help. But it was more heartburn than anything else. I don't think that was caused by the steak. I think that was more so the coffee I had drank. And then I also had a margarita while I was at the steakhouse. So I think all the sugar, because I'm not used to sugar like that, caused that issue with the heartburn. So that was also causing me not to be able to sleep very well, on top of the caffeine. The weird thing about caffeine is like there'll be times I'll have like coffee right before, and then I'll still end up passing out. So it's like it might have been more of a mental thing than caffeine. I don't know. Then I woke up at like 6, thinking it was much later, because Blue woke me up. I guess she was hungry or something. That was one of the times she jumped on me from the windowsill, scared the hell out of me. And then woke up again at like 9 and was like, nope. Then woke up again at 11 and was like, I still want to sleep, but I'm going to get up anyway. Oh, there she is. Now she's playing with Momo's tail. I do have a couple of clips of them playing, but I'm going to only upload them if I can mute, because I have my fan on and my phone doesn't have like any noise canceling, so it's very loud and I don't want people bitching about it. So I might not upload it. I don't know. It's pretty cute though. It shows them playing a little bit. But yeah, this whole Saturday thing is, I'll be glad to be done with school just because of that. Like, I'm not a morning person, and then me working the hours I do during the week, it's just too much of a difference, and it's fucking me up. And like next week, I thought I was gonna be able to sleep in because we have practicals next week, and we only have to come in when we're scheduled for the practical. But my friend wants to get extra sticks in because we're still well under the 100 that we need, or what would be preferable. Like, I'm past what I need to pass the class, but as far as like getting your 100 in for experience to get a job, I still have a ways to go. So we were told that we can come in early, like when we would normally come in at 9 and do that. So she wants to do that. I don't, because I know I'm still not going to get my 100, so I don't see the point. But she wants to do it, and we drive together, so I have to get up early again next week. It's one more week, and then I'll be done. So I guess that's good. I actually enjoyed the class. It wasn't bad. It's like school for me is either a love or hate thing. Like I like learning, but I have to be interested in it. So if the subject matter isn't good or the teacher isn't good, then just count me out, on top of the fact of being up early. But luckily we had a good teacher and the subject matter was pretty interesting. So the class itself wasn't bad. It's just the time, having to get up so early and then half my weekend's gone. But I wanted to try something different. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's going to turn into a career. I don't know. I'm still undecided whether I want to pursue it. I use cinnamon and vapes very rarely, but I have. The best one that I found is Rich Cinnamon by Flavora, but you do have to dilute it because otherwise it overpowers anything that it's in. I noticed, I might have been you, somebody asked about Flavora Cinnamon Crunch, and I meant to circle back to it. That flavor is actually really good. It tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But the other one, Crunch Cereal, Flavora Crunch Cereal, that one is very polarizing. You either love or you hate it. Like, I think that's the one Skittles said tastes like, what did he say it tastes like? Something nasty, like mushrooms or some crap. I don't really remember, but he doesn't like it. I don't remember particularly liking it all that much, but it's been a while since I tried it. But the cinnamon crunch is very good. You in play mode now? Momo doesn't want to play. I know it sucks. I just feel so bad for her because she wants to play, but Momo just does not want to play at all. You're too much. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Why are you biting me for? To answer your question, Sub, I don't know if it did. But as far as like rich cinnamon, like I know some people have issues with cinnamon, like it bothering them. I don't. I will say the candied version, the Red Hots type flavors, I don't particularly like because they have quite a bit of a throat hit. But like the rich cinnamon doesn't bother me. I don't like cinnamon Danish swirl by Capella or Flavor West, like the cinnamon roll or whatever they have. I don't like either of those flavors. So like the Flavora Rich Cinnamon is the only cinnamon that I really like as far as flavorings go that I can recall anyway. Oh, Capella's Cinnamon Sugar is actually good because it's a little bit more mellow. Those two are pretty much the only ones. Flavor Arts Cinnamon is okay, but nothing holds a candle to Flavora Rich Cinnamon. I know it's expensive, but it is very good. I just posted on Instagram either yesterday or the day before, so I'm not sure what you're looking at. I think you're looking at the wrong person. I wouldn't say I post all the time on Instagram, but lately I've been posting because Odori Liquid's coming out with a new flavor, so I've posted several times about that. If there's a cute picture of a kitten, I'll post that. Or if I get like a whole bunch of flavors, sometimes I'll post that. Yeah, I think you're on the wrong one. I know there is like a DIY Rin Vapes, or there is another Rin Vapes out there. I found that out not too long ago. So I think you're on the wrong one. Let me see if I can post my exact Instagram over there. It's usually in the description of my stuff, but sometimes I forget to post it. Oh, have an account. I'll have a picture of my face on the one that's correct. I'm wearing glasses and crap. But yeah, you can see a picture of Locket laying upside down on this chair. A couple of Adore's teaser videos. Picture of Blue. Picture of a smashed up Nick bottle that the post office destroyed. And Flavora flavors, etc., etc. So yeah, my last post was a day ago. Might be that mech mod Rin from ATF. Could be. Yeah, Foxy Rin is not me. I would never call myself that. It's weird. But yeah, you'll see pictures of Momo all over mine, and more recently Blue. That's how you know you're on the right thing. Yeah, the humidity yesterday was disgusting. It wasn't sunny, but it just was so humid. It's like it's only 70. Well, it was only 70 degrees, and it was it just felt disgusting. It was supposed to thunderstorm this weekend, but I didn't hear any. I'm kind of disappointed. I am disappointed, actually. I like thunderstorms, especially when I have the day off and I can enjoy them. I feel like I was ripped off. It looks like by next weekend it's supposed to be disgusting in the 90s. Not looking forward to that. Especially my scrubs. My scrubs for phlebotomy they don't breathe at all. And it makes things 100 times worse. But I needed a specific color, like we have to wear maroon or burgundy. Oh, you can see them. You see them playing? They're playing over there. You can watch it. Except Mo probably now knows that we're looking at her and she'll stop. She does that. That's how they play, though. Blue just rolls around on the stomach, and then Momo just kind of pecks at her a little bit. So there you go, live kitty brawl. Not really a food junkie, I'm just fat. There's a difference. I really don't eat that much. It's just I'm not active at all. So I just kind of retain anything that I eat. Every time I vape, it just blocks them. Hi. I'm almost done. They usually don't play for very long. Oh my god, that was funny. Ah. No, I scared her. Damn it. Oh well. No, that's a Japanese freak. That's what I am. There's nothing to do with being a food junkie. That just means I like Japanese stuff. And I purposely haven't done that in a while because I don't need to be eating all that junk food. And it just kind of was like not promoting, but encouraging. What the hell happened there? Encouraging me to eat unhealthy, which I don't need. So that's why those stopped. I actually still have some up there. I might eventually do like some here and there, but I'm trying to eat better. So that's why that stopped. That was cute though. It's probably the most I've seen them play, like with her jumping on her. And Blue is still like going at her. They think the new desk is for them. I actually might keep the shelves open the way that they are now, because it has like a 2-tiered shelf on both sides, like at the sides of the desk. And I don't have anything in them. So I might just keep those open for them to jump around on. Because the shelves aren't in a place that are very efficient for holding anything in particular. So if they can get use out of them, I'll just leave them open like that. My friend is supposed to be giving me their cat tree because they have an older cat and she never uses it, so that should be good for them as well. Momo's like, I don't want to play anymore. Leave me alone. Now she's about to open the door. You can see how Momo opens the door. She uses her paw and then wedges herself in there. Blue's like, I'm coming. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Daytime Frank Reviews typically does his show at 2, which is pretty much right now. So you can go check him out. Be sure to check Mixed and Vixens out tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some people are still not getting notifications for it. I don't know what else to do. We've changed the way that the show is uploaded to help with that, and it seems to have helped some people. Some people still aren't getting them. I literally manually share it when we go live through Google Plus and Twitter. So I don't know what else to do. We're always on the same time Sunday, so I guess just try to remember that's when we're on. I don't know what else to do besides, like, I don't know, sending an owl or something. But anyway, go check out Daytime Frank. I'm out of here until 6 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to go over our red summer drink thing. Bye.